Hi, I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix Animator. And welcome to Sky Factory, episode 32.
The Sky Factory 2.5.
Yes.
Let me just check, make sure this is a coven. You are, because you're not trying to attack me. You can go whack the witches. Okay, I've got a couple of things I want to show. All right, I in this basin here allowed a little bit of glass. Okay. Because of this redstone clock, we have a couple of times messed up and put something in here, and then it ended up pouring into here, and now you've got this excess because you didn't make enough. Now, I put this in here intentionally because what I'm doing is I'm making Enderium. Now, in order to make Enderium, let's pull Enderium up here. Enderium. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Enderium.
You can make an Enderium base, okay? An Enderium base is 2 tin, 1 silver, and 1 shiny metal in the alloy smelter, and that will get you 4 Enderium bases. If you're low on stuff, then this actually is a good multiplier. However, to actually get the Enderium ingot, you need to then put your... there we go. Your blend in the alloy smelter with ender pearls, 2 ender pearls, 2 Enderium bases, and 1 pyrotheum dust will get you 2 Enderium ingots. You can do that. Not so much for the way I want to do it though. You can also do Enderium blend, which is 2 tin powder, 1 shiny, 1 silver, and this is pulverized dust that you need. And then you need a bucket of resonant ender. A bucket of resonant ender, 1 ender pearl is 250. So you need 4 ender pearls for 1 bucket of resonant ender. Then, of course, I don't know if this will show it actually. I know I'm not seeing it. Then, of course, there's my way. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Okay, what's your way?
My way is putting, put your tin in there. For instance, I've got 8 tin here, okay, so because you need 2 tin, so there's 8 tin. The recipe is 2 1 1, so I've got 8 4 4, and then the ender pearls. Hello, let me just click those in there. The ender pearls, I've got 750 in here right now. If you actually, let me pull all of these out so that I can show. I've got 750 what? Almost. Give me a moment. It's almost done. There you go. There's the 1,000, and it disappeared because it made more Enderium, because I've got 22 shiny, 22 silver, and 44 tin in here. Right now I've got 108. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of ender pearls in here. The reason why I've got this glass here is because ender pearls will end up going down here to the bottom if you're running, and this is only if you're running this auto stuff here, okay? We usually have this on because we're doing the glass, and sometimes we've forgotten to turn this off.
Yeah, we have.
So I'm going to turn it back on. It might, no, these will all go, so... But when you're doing this, the ender pearls will sometimes go to the bottom if this basin is empty. So you never know if that's going to happen or not. So now my point here is to just fill this up and make as many Enderium ingots as I can. Because I've got this on 9, I've got to also be mindful of how many am I making here. Because I don't want to pour, 3 ingots worth in the basin. So I need to make sure my multiples are correct in this. And so I have to add this up. Which obviously, all you would do is 140 ingots right now. Okay, 150. All right. 172 ingots right now. Okay, so I have 172 ingots, and then all you have to do is divide it by 9. And that actually works. So right now I'm actually good on the ingots. But I have 6 more of this, so let's do this again. and we'll find out where I'm at the end. However, we'll check on that later. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm actually going to. Oh well, okay. Oh right, it was full. I thought it was full. I'm actually going to turn this on and make a couple of Enderium blocks, because the other thing that I wanted to show, we want to go to the deep dark, right?
Yes.
So that's the reason why we have our Civi Shield armor. We've
Correct.
got that going, so that's great. We also need to do a quarry down there. So I thought, well, why don't we go ahead and start the quarry there? We need to do a quarry in the end, or the nether rather. We might do one at the end, but we do have to do one according to the quest book in the nether, because we have to turn a fortress into dirt. Which obviously that's what will happen.
You're making Enderium blocks.
Yes, I am. I've got 2 Enderium blocks here. I don't know if that's enough. Let me just... Oh, look. It finished off. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I think that... Yep, I was right. Okay, so I'm turning this off, because what I'm going to do, I have 169 left now. Okay? That will not... 169 divided by 9... that actually works. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on then. And how many of these do I have? I've got 2,000 resident ender, so that'll make 2. Can you make resident ender blocks?
No, I think so.
I don't even know. Well, we'll find out. There's 2,000 in there, so works out beautifully. Let's come on over here and show. I've got this QED. QED.
No, you can't make resident ender blocks.
Okay, so that'll just sit there then. All right. So to make a QED, you need Eye of Ender, which Eye of Ender is just blaze powder and an ender pearl. You also need a crafting station, a crafting table, just a Minecraft one. Obviously, that's 4 blocks. We all know that. You also need a diamond etched computational matrix. Now to get that, you need the burnt quartz. To get burnt quartz, you just simply smelt it in a furnace or in your redstone furnace, in your alloy smelter, your basic smelting. So you get your burnt quartz, but of course you have to have 4 nether quartz to make the block to get your burnt quartz. You also need 4 diamonds, and you also need an ender infused obsidian. Ender infused obsidian is 4 obsidian blocks and 1 ender pearl. You will get 4 blocks of that doing the one recipe, which is what you need for the other stuff. So there's the diamond etched computational matrix, which I already have. So then you also need your 4 ender infused obsidian. So you'll need 4 of those. You already made one group of 4 to make the computational matrix, so you'll need to do that twice, so that you'll have 8, and you'll end up using 6 of them, so you have 2 left over. So then you also have to make, in order for this to work, that's the QED. In order for this to work, you need the ender flux crystal. So let's pull that up. The ender. There we go. The ender flux. So now you had 2 left over, right? Well, guess what? That means you need to make it 3 times. Actually, I made it about 6 times. So you've got your ender, because of other stuff. The quarry, you need to make ender pumps. So like I did like 6 or 8 times. So you need 4 here. So that would be 1 recipe's worth of the ender infused obsidian. So you got to have quite a few diamonds to do this. And then an Eye of Ender will get you your ender flux crystal. So now this QED will not work without that. Where should I put this? I don't know. Just set it down right over here. Right there is good. All right, this QED, you can get inside it, but it won't work without this little guy beside it or on top of it. I just put him on top. That's what
On
gives
top
it.
should still
That's
work.
what gives it its power. The reason why I'm making this is the Ender Quarry needs markers. So to get the marker, oh, why am I putting 16 in here? I only need 2 markers, right?
Yes, you only need 2 markers.
Again with the Ender infused obsidian, which is why I made half a dozen of these things. So if you put your Ender infused obsidian, 2 of them, and then your Ender pearl, you see the little recipe arrow here starts working. It takes a few minutes to do this, so I'm making 2 Ender markers. I only need 2, right?
Yes.
Or is it 3?
No, you should only need 2.
Okay. All right, so while that's cooking up, let me just show you the Ender Quarry. All right, so here's the Ender Quarry. To make the Ender Quarry, you need 2 endothermic pumps. The Ender Quarry is very expensive. The endothermic pumps, you need a bucket of water, a bucket of lava, Ender infused obsidian again, diamond Eye of Ender again. So you need lots of diamonds, lots of Eye of Enders, lots of Ender infused obsidian to do all of this stuff. And an iron pickaxe. You need to do that times 2 because you're, where did it go? Ender Quarry takes 2 of the endothermic pumps. Okay? Then you also need, again, with the Ender infused obsidian, you also need some kind of sapling, it doesn't matter which. And you need, again, that diamond etched computational matrix that I just made. You'll need to make another one of those. You also need ender cores. And here's where things get more expensive as well. Ender cores. How do you make ender cores? Again, with the Ender infused obsidian. Make a bunch of it again. Eye of Ender. Magical wood. Magical wood, now you need books. Now, myself, I think that making these books, you can do it in the minutio like this, quite a few different ways to make these experience books. I personally like to do the emerald thing. I have no clue why anybody would do a flim flam 4, but
Flim flam.
they might. That takes all emeralds in one book. However, if you click over, I thought about doing reading glasses too. That is, if you're low on pearls, you could do reading glasses. If you've got ink, glass panes, and iron, you could do reading glasses. But what I did was ender pearls. 1 ender pearl and 1 book will get you Flim Flam 1, and that's all you actually need. So you need 4 of those books. Now I need 4 of these, right? When you make magic wood, you end up getting 17 magic wood. Okay, so 4 books, 4 gold, and 1 bookshelf, which obviously a bookshelf is your 6 planks and 3 books. So that will get you, as I said, 17 magic wood. You only need 4. If I look in my system here, magical wood, I still have 9 magical wood left. I don't know, from doing this. But the point is that, and I swear I seen a computational matrix in there. I'm making an ender quarry, so let's, and I've also got ender quarry. Oh, that's for my ender quarry, because I haven't actually made it yet. Duh. I actually didn't make it. You also need a diamond pickaxe, which I have made the diamond pickaxe. So I've made all my parts. So there we go. We have an ender quarry. So there's the ender quarry. So we have the ender quarry to go to the portal of the deep dark. We've got our ender quarry. Now we're going to need a tesseract to do this, right? So you need 2 tesseract. Oops, I forgot the T thing. You always have to make sure your cursor is outside of your box here, over in the sky part, to be able to type in a T, because it won't do so otherwise. So now we want to make a tesseract. First off, obviously you have to make a tesseract frame. So tesseract frame, you can do different kinds of glass. You can do the hardened aluminum, hardened glass, fused quartz. I don't even remember what kind of glass I made, so I'm just going to shift click fused quartz. That's what I made. Fused quartz glass is just putting quartz into your alloy smeltery. Doing it correctly though. let me Tesseract frame. I need 2 of these. Okay, 2 Tesseract frames. Let me come over here because I made this mistake once too. Let's see. It's in furnace only right now, so I'll put one in here, and that will get you pure quartz. See, in furnace only. So now in all smelting, put one in here, and in all smelting, oh look, it'll do it again. However, in alloys only, now do it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a few more of these things in here. So now I've got these 2 Tesseract frames that are empty. Empty is not good, is it? So now what do I need to do? I need to fill these guys up. So now I need, don't know if I have enough ender pearls on me. I can't remember now how many it takes. So I'm gonna just get another stack. So now I need to go over here and fill this up. Now we should have, good, we do. A magma crucible, if you put 4 ender pearls is 1 bucket's worth. And this Tesseract frame, I believe, takes 4, because I believe it takes an entire stack, actually, to make this. I put 4 in there, and now I just did a stack. So let's look and see. I believe it's an entire stack that you need for a Tesseract frame. It's filling up. So I should have 400 left, right? Because I did I did 4. So I should have 1,000 left. No, I have 2,000. Okay, it's working. So let's see what I have after this. I've got too much. It's okay because I'm gonna make more Tesseracts. I got 2250. Okay, we're still doing. Geez, are we still? Oh, we're still doing them. Okay, let me let these finish up. And that, are we done now? 3,000. So I probably need 2 more, because it's probably 2,000, right? I should have paid more attention to that. Let me have my Tesseract frames. Now I have a Tesseract frame. I don't have a Tesseract. I have 2 full frames. Okay, so let's come back over here and pull up the Tesseract again, over here with the T. Tesseract, I need the Tesseract itself now. So the only thing you need is bronze and silver. So there we go. Tesseract 1 and Tesseract frame full. Tesseract 2, fabulous. Okay, now we have Tesseracts. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 more frames. All right, so now we are so seriously ready to go to the deep dark. We've got our portal to the deep dark. We've got our ender quarry. We've got our 2 Tesseracts. We'll set one up here and we'll take one with us. And then we have our QED over here with our markers. They should be done. There we go. We got our ender markers. That is perfect. So one of these Tesseracts will set. Right now we only have this. So where's our, yeah, there it is. So we'll put this on our hardened frame. We will set this to number 1. We'll call this power. There we go. We'll add that to the system. There we go. That's power. That's on. And what we're going to be doing is just sending, I believe. We don't need to receive. We just, no. Oh, wait a minute. We need items too. So, receiving items. Are we going to be receiving any fluid? Is there any fluid in the deep dark?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And the Ender Quarry doesn't do fluids.
Oh, okay. Alright, so in our item mode, we want to receive items. We don't want to send. So you know what? There we go. We'll do none in fluids. So we're receiving items. And the energy mode, we want to be sending energy only. So now this is all configured. So we're all done there. As long as that doesn't change, I say come back and check it once you set up the second one. So where are you at? I don't see you because we don't have a map. So I have to, you could seriously hide from me because of not having a map. There you are. I see you.
Hi.
So it's time to end the episode. It's nighttime. Cool. I'm Froggy Lumpy. What are you doing?
And I'm Phenix Animator making some Yellorium seeds.
Oh, we need that. All right, so you'll go ahead and start that farm for our big reactor, which I actually want to attach that big reactor to the quarry. So I just have it setting on the hardened energy cell right now, but I actually want to attach it to the big reactor. All the quarries I want to attach to the big reactor because of how much power it takes to run a quarry. All right, so again, I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix Animator.
Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
Hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. See you all later.
Bye.
Bye.